If you run a service business and your website doesn't look like one of these, then you're wrong and you're losing customers because of it. If you didn't know, having a website that lets you look professional, rank in Google, and is designed to actually help you close more jobs is actually very beneficial in the year of 2025. And you may think, well, I've got a Facebook page or I've got a Google profile, that's enough. But let me show you something. A poll was recently run across the home service industry, and the question was simple. Do you think having a professional looking website will help you close more jobs? And out of 336 votes, a massive 83% said yes. And that's not a guess, that's not theory, that's hundreds of service business owners saying loud and clear, if you don't have a real website, you're losing customers to someone who does. Because the truth is, people don't trust companies that don't have websites anymore. Your social media doesn't build that trust, and your Google business profile might show your name, but it doesn't show what makes you worth hiring. And I get it, websites are expensive. Most people think they need to drop $2,000 or more on a site that'll take weeks to build, and then they still won't be able to edit it or make it look exactly how they want it to be. And that's exactly why a ton of small businesses just skip it altogether. But that's the biggest mistake that you can make, because when someone Googles your service near me and your competitor shows up with a fast, modern site with before and after photos, reviews, and a big button that says get a free quote, you're not even in the running to get that job. The good news is, however, building a site isn't expensive or complicated anymore. So today we're going to walk through how you can create a complete website for your service business from scratch in less than 5 minutes using tools made specifically for this industry. Yeah, you heard that correctly. You don't need a code, you don't need to write paragraphs of content, and you don't need to sit on Fiverr or Upwork for hours begging someone overseas to fix your contact form. So here's how this is going to go. First, we're going to create a site with budget built sites in only a few clicks. You'll get to see exactly how it works and what it looks like right out of the box. A fully designed and ready to go site. Then we'll walk through how to edit anything you want, whether it's swapping out images, adding entire new pages, or tweaking text to fit your brand. And by the end of this video, you'll have a clean, professional looking website that works on desktop and mobile, shows off your work, and makes it insanely easy for customers to reach out to you and book your service. So I'm gonna hop on my computer and let's get into it. Okay, so here we are on budgetbuiltsites.com. This is where you'll go to create your website. So you'll just go to budgetbuiltsites.com and then press generate website. And then the first thing that you're gonna do is create an account. So I'm not gonna show you my password or the account creation, but I'm gonna enter in my details and I'll meet you at the end. So at this point in your account creation, you're supposed to enter in your company name, your service area, and what industry you're in. So I entered in my company name and what areas I service, and also I chose my industry. As you can see, there is a lot of different industries you can choose from, so finding your industry shouldn't be a problem. But once you're ready, press next. And then you're also gonna enter in your services. So I chose a lawn care service, but if you were to do painting or seal coating or pressure washing, just list off all of the services that your business offers. So I entered in my services and now I'm going to press next. And lastly, how you heard about us. I watched a Service Business Academy YouTube video, so I'm going to press YouTube. The last stage of your setup is choosing your site title and your website name. You should note, if you already have a domain or you want to choose your own domain later on, you can do that, just not at this stage. You can do that later on, and I'll show you how to do that later. But let's enter in a site title. I'm just going to name it Mike's Home Service, and it's going to autofill the domain or your URL. So once I'm ready, I'm going to press create. And just like that, your account is being created, and you're already halfway through creating your website. So it's going to finish loading, and then I'm going to show you what happens next. So just like that, our website has been generated, and now we get to go through and look at a live preview. And remember, anything that has been generated, we can go through and change, and we'll get into that after this, but let's go through and actually see the demo and show you how it created a multi-page website that's super professional looking, it's super interactive, and it just overall looks good, and it's designed to get more leads and convert customers. So let's go through and look at our preview. So as you can see at the top, it's got a nice header. We didn't upload a logo or anything yet. It's just going to use this as the base logo, but I'm going to go through and make this my logo later on. It also shows us a sweet little directory of our pages. It looks like we've got an About Us page, a services page, projects, and a blog, and also a Get Quote button up here at the top right. I love that. And the first thing is a call to action. That's definitely something I recommend for a home service business, is having the first thing that your customer lands on being a call to action. Something like get a free quote or get scheduled now, just something that makes the customer want to take action and get on your schedule. So I really like how that was built, and it just looks nice. Next, it's Meet Mike's Home Service Business. It did make up a good bit of stuff. I don't know who Sarah Johnson is, but apparently she's committed to delivering reliable, professional, and affordable lawn care solutions, which does align with my company. So we will go through and edit that later just to make sure it fits exactly what my business needs. But let's go on to the next section. This is cool. There's a nice little scroll effect when you scroll, and this looks to be our services. So it looks like we've got professional lawn mowing, precise edging and trimming, and effective fertilizing services. All of those were services that we listed in the creation phase of this. So that's very cool that the AI understood that those were our services, and it used that in the creation of our website, and also included accurate pictures to display those services. Really good job there. Looks like we can click more and look at this. Each service has its own industry page. And that's just another page that gives Google and search bots another page to read that this service is in X city and they do this, which is exactly what your website should be doing. And that's telling search engines, AI bots, and your customers what it is you do, how much you charge, and how they can get a price. So overall, really cool how in depth it goes. And as you can see, it also does a blog. And if you didn't know, blogs are really good for SEO. You can write just one blog post a week and post it on your website, and it's just going to help you rank on Google and be seen by search engines. And now the newest thing to get seen online is AIs. So writing blog posts and connecting them to your website is huge for backlinks and getting seen online. So making sure that your website has a blog available and making sure that you're keeping up and posting new blogs every week or so is super important. But it's really cool that it included this. It's also some recent projects. I'm assuming that's going to be the projects tab. And like we said, we can go through and we can change any of this. We can remove certain sections. We can add in new certain sections. We can change out the pictures if we don't like it. We can change out the words. You can change anything you want about the site. I also really like this get in touch with us, just one little call to action at the bottom of the site. And it also displays the map and an accurate location to what I put in earlier, which was Savannah, Georgia. And as you can see, it shows our little map here right in Savannah, Georgia. So that's really cool as well. Also a nice little contact form at the end. And what do you know? We've got some testimonials at the very bottom. So really, this generated everything that you could possibly need for your website. And all in all, it took under 5 minutes. And there's still more pages that we could go through and look through. Everything looks really cool. Here's our services page. Why Savannah chose Mike's Home Service. Really like that. There's an About Us page. Here's Sarah Johnson, my make-believe co-partner. But hey, it's a very cool, very clean, professional, good-looking site. And it's all consistent. The homepage and the About Us page and the services page, they all match together. All their themes match, the same fonts. It's just a really well put together thing. And the AI images look really well too. All of these images are generated via AI. So these are not real images. It's not pulling from anywhere. So you can't get copyrighted or have to worry about any type of legal issues. This is all 100% yours once it's created. And I like what I'm seeing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to claim this offer for 50% off. I've only got a minute and a half left. So I'm going to claim that. And then I'm going to go through and change a few things on this site to make it really feel like my business, give it a little personal touch. And I'm going to show you guys how you can do the basics of editing and how to add in new sections, change out sections, do everything that you need to make it feel as personal and feel like your business as possible. So I'm going to go purchase the website. And if I didn't say this before, this is completely free. The only thing that you're paying for is the hosting. So I'm going to go ahead and pay for the hosting so I can get this site up and running and start to edit it. So let me go through that and then we'll get into editing. Okay, so now I have purchased it. A little pop-up menu has gone away. So now I have full access to go through and view this site and make any changes that I want. So right now I'm just in the viewing tab. This is just viewing and making sure that your site looks exactly how you want it to do, operates how you want it to do. It's interactive. It feels good. So we're going to go through the editing process. I'm going to go through, change a few things and show you how it's done, but let's get into that. So I'm going to go up here to the top left and press edit website. And then this opens up another tab for our WordPress editor. So now at the very top, you can see all these new selections. I'm going to press edit with QuoteIQ Builder. And this opens up Elementor, which is the editing software to edit your site within budget built sites. So let's have a look at what you're looking at when you go in to edit your website. This is your Elementor dashboard. So at the top here, you're going to see your desktop view, your tablet view, and also your mobile view. So as you can see, when you generate a website, it's automatically fitted to each type of device. So when you make a change on your desktop, it's going to change on your mobile device as well. On the right side of your screen, you'll see your structures. You can move this around or make it go away. But this basically shows all the elements on the specific page you're on of your website. So at the top, we're at Hero. And as you can see, the Hero section contains the animated headline, the editor, which is this, and also the form and the picture to the right side of it. So if we were to click the About Us section, it would take us to the About Us section of our page, and same with all the other services and sections that we have on our home page. To the left of your screen is where you will have your editor. So when you type on any type of element, the left side of your screen is where you can go in and make any changes to it that you want. If you want to insert a link to a certain element, you can do that here. If you want to change the style, the text, the font, the size, You can do all of that within here. And you can also edit the margin, the padding. There are literally thousands of different customizations that you can do for each type of element within this. The possibilities are up to you. You can go as in-depth as you want, and I'm going to show you how to navigate around the basics. So at the very top left of your screen, you'll see this little add button. If you press it, this lets you add in a new element. So say I wanted to add in a button on top of Savannah's greatest lawn care services. All you would do is take the button and then drag it where you want onto your page. So for me, I want it underneath over my picture, and then you can edit the link where it leads to or what it says. So I want it to say meet Mike, and then I'm going to link it to a video of me talking to the screen. You can also go in and edit the color, a light green, and also you can change the text color. I like black. This is really cool. So if we wanted to make our site a little bit more interactive, we could actually change the color if we hover over it, which just adds a little bit more pop and makes your site more enjoyable to be on. So I'm going to go change the color to a green that's a little bit darker. So now when you click over it, it goes a little bit dark and has that little hover animation. And this is what I think is the coolest part, right? This is a drag and drop editor, so you can go through and change anything you want to do. You can go tap or drag on anything you want and make changes. So say I wanted to change Savannah's best lawn care services to Savannah's greatest lawn care services. So I would just go up here to the top, press this, and change out greatest, best to greatest. And now just like that, we've changed it out. It's super simple. If you wanted to change out or delete a picture, you can do so as well. To delete a picture, just right click on it and then go down and press delete. If you wanted to change a picture, all you do is click on the picture and then go over to the left side and press replace image. Here you can upload any type of picture you want. And I'm going to upload this AI lawnmower person. And as you can see, it is now uploaded and changed on our screen. So that's the basics of adding in new elements, editing elements that have already been made, and dragging in new elements and creating new pages. But now I'm going to show you one of the coolest features of this, and that's the AI Copilot within this website builder. So I'm going to show you how it works. I'm going to go up here to this image, and then I'm going to go up to this little bar right here. It says Ask AI to modify elements. You can do this for any type of element within your website. So if you were to go over here to this, it would have the same little bar. And now I'm going to use AI to modify this and change it for me. So I'm going to ask AI to make this image a before and after of a lawn mowing job. I'm going to press enter. And then AI is going to create this image for me. And boom, just like that, you can see that it did create a before and after picture. It's not perfect, but the idea is there and it displays what we need to see. It's a pretty crazy feature. We could literally do this for anything within the website. So we could go up to this whole section and say, restyle this section, and let's see what it generates for me. Did restyle it and it looks cool. But this is cool for actually going through and changing already created elements or sections in your page, but you can also use it to create entire new sections. So if you press the sections bar at the top here, it's going to show all of your sections of your page. And this is really cool. So say I wanted to add in underneath my call to action, which is Savannah's greatest lawn care services, a section about how I'm a veteran-owned business. So I'm going to go up to this and say, add in a section about my lawn care business being a veteran-owned business. Make it American flagged theme. So let's see what AI generates with this. It actually generated me two different things for me to select from, and I really like this top image. It generated an American flag with some lawn care equipment in the front and proudly veteran owned as the title. I love it. I'm going to add and click it, and just like that, it did add it to my page. It didn't add it where I wanted to. So I'm going to show you how you can move a section onto another part of your page. Press and hold these 6 little bars and then just drag it to where you want on your page. So for me, I want it underneath this section. So I'm going to hold it and drag it up to the top here and see this little pink bar that pops up. This shows where it's going to be placed. So I'm going to release, and just like that, my section has been moved up. And now my site is looking exactly how I wanted it to look. We can go through and see it on mobile and make sure that the flow looks good on mobile as well. And I think that looks pretty solid. Now let's look at the tablet. Looks pretty good. So that's the basics of it. This little sections bar at the top is very cool. You have all these different selections of types of elements that you could add on to. So if you wanted to add in a pricing list, it's got 2 different styles for it. If you wanted to add in testimonials, there's some different testimonial types that you can do. Frequently asked questions, you can do that as well. There's lots of different templates and styles that are easily drag and droppable. You have AI, so you can generate any type of sections that you want. want. You can generate entire new pages with this with just a few clicks. And the customization is endless and really just relies on how much you want to put into it. So one thing that is super important to do is always make sure you press save and publish. I like to do it just to make sure it's like a little checkpoint or an autosave, just to make sure when I'm spending time working on this site that all my hard work doesn't get deleted. So I'm just going to press save and publish. And there is still one more important thing that I want to show you guys on this page. So up here at the top, you have your global styles and also your site settings. So first, if we're looking at global styles, this is basically just the colors that will be displayed on your website. You can also do the same thing with your font. If you wanted a certain type of font used throughout your entire website, you can go up to your global fonts and styles and then choose it like that. And then I'm going to go over and press site settings. So this is going to display your global colors like we showed in the last slide, where you can choose your primary, your secondary, your dark, all of the different colors that are going to be used throughout your sites. So if you have a specific type of color and you want that used throughout your site, you can do so and make those adjustments here. I'm going to discard since I didn't do anything I liked. And you can do the same thing with the fonts. So if you want all of your H1 titles to be a certain font and all of your paragraphs to be another font, you can do so as well in the global fonts, and same with your typography. You can also make the buttons global, so all of the buttons shown throughout your sites are the exact same, keeping it consistent and making it look more professional. I would recommend having the same global colors and global fonts throughout the entire thing, along with global buttons. But you might be asking yourself, why haven't you shown us how to change out your logo and stuff like that? And you do so in here. So if you go to site identity, you can go through and upload your logo. You can choose a site title and your site name and also the site favicon. And if you're wondering what the site favicon is, that's this little thing up here. So if you have a logo, I would recommend uploading it to that as well. It makes it look a little bit more professional and cool. You can also change the background of your website. If you wanted to upload a logo or change the color of it, you can do so, and also change the scroll behavior. But that's really it in the site settings. So we've covered just about everything on budget built sites and how you can create a professional looking website for your home service business. But there is one more thing that you should look at, and that is how to change the header and the footer of your website. So if you go up to the top here in your editor and press edit header, it will open up a header view where you can edit all the stuff in your header. So if you wanted to change out the logo, you could do so here. You could also add in any sections or remove sections and where they're linked to up here as well. And you can also change out the button. And the same thing follows for your footer at the bottom. All you do is go down to the bottom and press edit footer, and then it'll let you edit any of the elements on your footer and your header. But that is really it. That is how you can create a fully functional, multi-page, SEO optimized website for your home service business in under 15 minutes. And yes, it may look a little bit complicated and you can go as in-depth and get it as complicated as you want. But for the basics, it's all there and it's super easy to do. Editing the website and making sure everything flows correctly is super easy with the AI tools. And if you need any help whatsoever, the team at Budget Built Sites is super helpful. They'll get on call and walk you through and help you through anything that you need. So they've got a great resource for support. And they've also got a ton of tutorial videos and walkthrough guides on how you can set it up and get your dream website the exact way that you want it to be. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.